All right, it's Saturday morning. Tomorrow, doing Santa Cruz. Doesn't really feel like a race yet. Figure without Jenna here this weekend. Oh yeah, Jenna's not here this weekend. It's just me, just talking to the camera for 48 hours.
Really, this whole year, my training has not been very consistent, and at times it's been pretty frustrating. Stopped running completely. I actually stopped training for a little bit. I knew I wouldn't be able to train or race properly on feet that just hurt all the time.
And we are on the road. I always feel like I'm forgetting something. Jenna usually remembers half the things. I had to remember all of the things today.
It hasn't been easy. The last 4 months have been really difficult, and I've put in a lot of work. We want to be swimming, biking, and running all the time, and we want to be doing it, without being injured.
Made it to Santa Cruz. We're VIP. We're rolling VIP this trip. Staying at the Dream Inn. Our pink VIP passes. I'm gonna meet up with a friend. Shout out Mitch for offering to help me fix my bike because my bike is a freaking disaster right now. You can put my backpack underneath it if you want.
He's the official Freestyle Tri mechanic, so Mitch, you're invited to all of our races. He helped me get my bike together, which was kind of a mess.
Yeah, this one just sketches me out.
We had to kind of patch things together, sand down some brake pads.
What are we doing?
We're shaving down a brake pad so we can fit a race wheel in. This is not pro.
It's real.
It is real though.
Just can't wait to get a new bike and a new set of wheels. But we made the most of the situation.
Besides that, hopefully we can be completely stress-free. Maybe hit up the boardwalk.
Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, in the warm California sun. Boardwalk!
We're at transition, just checked the bike. I actually have a good spot. It's all relative, but it just means I'm gonna be running with my bike less, running without a bike more. Transitions are long, or at least the swim to bike transition. Like the beach is a half mile away. Bit of running there. It's gonna be a fun race, competitive race.
A few weeks ago, after I started to feel better from COVID, I was like, I'm gonna do Santa Cruz.
I have no idea how I'm gonna do. I'm going into it with a pretty open mind, which is a healthy way to do this sport.
Pre-race, I cannot fully get my head in the zone. Jenna and I are working through obstacles in our training.
Genuinely excited to get out there and just exercise intensely for a few hours.
Tough to not think about what's going on with her. Because of that, it was hard to fully mentally prepare for this race.
But hopefully, once the gun goes off, we get competitive and we get racing. That's what we're here to do. We're here to race. All right, just finished setting up transition. Shout out Mitch again for being my mechanic for the weekend. Hopefully my bike is gonna go really freaking fast. I think I have to power it though. Mitch can't do all the work, but all right, we're back at the hotel, at the room.
Pretty sunrise over here in Santa Cruz. Race morning vibes.
Can you draw up a better location for a race?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Santa Cruz is like a vacation spot for me, so it was also hard to put on the competition hat when I'm in vacation heaven.
Yeah, let's do it!
No longer an unpaid intern.
No,
Not today. Today I'm chasing Miguel. You better watch out.
What's up, everyone? I am Derek Owens. I'm one of the coaches at Working Triathlete. I'm following along
with Miguel and some other working triathletes that are racing here in Santa Cruz today. Let's go, Miguel, let's go!
Strategy for the swim was to just be extremely conservative, just hang with the front pack.
And Miguel's in the water. Went with the first group.
Stay with the people that matter.
Miguel's been in the water for about 22 minutes, so he should be coming out in the next few minutes.
Came out of the water, right in the front pack, right with my competition.
Let's go, Miguel! Good swim, man, good swim. Get in there.
Moved through transition quickly. Came onto the bike with Justin, and we just instantly started cooking.
He swam probably high 22s through T1 in just over 3 minutes probably. Came out with the front pack of guys, maybe in second or third coming out of transition 1.
Justin was right in front of me for about 5 miles. He was trying to drop me, pushing hard. I was trying to push hard to stay with him. I did pull up in front of him, offer to switch off, and then a couple minutes later he dropped me and never looked back. Gave me a nice opportunity to just ride my own race through like the most scenic bike course you could imagine. Like riding in this section of Highway 1 is so ideal. Actually sometimes kind of hard to push and stay in the race because I was like looking off at the ocean. But you know, I think in these races you have to enjoy where you are.
All right, update. Miguel's tracker is not functioning, either averaging 35 miles an hour or maybe double flatted and is walking his bike, or somewhere between.
Maintained a steady power, nothing special, nothing faster than I have been in the past, which is as expected with the circumstances that we're doing this race in.
We found Miguel's dad. This is John. He's got the new Freestyle Tri shirt on.
Got to the finish of the bike in second.
Great bike, Miguel, great bike. You're like 5 minutes down, 4.5 minutes down. He's looking real good. Coming in second off the bike. Looking great, Miguel. Run control, you got it, man. Have a great run.
The run was beautiful. You just kind of head out along the coast, along the cliff. Considering I haven't run, it made the most sense to just be extremely conservative on the run. I had no business running at anyone else's pace but my own, and that's what I stuck to, and ease into it as best as I can, and to really just make it to the finish line with some confidence. The season is extremely up in the air still, and I just want to make the most of it. I didn't want to damage any potential of later this season or next season, both mentally and physically. I think it was about like 4 miles on dirt trails, which was awesome. I was out there alone doing that section, and then after about an hour of running, my legs were toast.
All right, first couple age group men have finished. Not sure if Miguel's finished yet because his tracker's not working.
With the lack of running, I think I had about an hour of impact in my legs, and the clock started ticking as soon as I started running.
Right now, waiting for Chelsea, the unpaid intern, to start the run. She just finished the bike. What a bike ride, man!
Almost sub 3!
Let's go, 3:05, what a ride. Pour water on yourself, it's gonna be hot.
I know.
Go get it. We're gonna go check out the finish line in just a second.
The muscular fatigue that hit an hour into that run, even at a conservative pace, was dramatic.
Nerve-wracking. No tracker, trying to figure out when he's gonna cross the finish line.
The last 5K of the run along the cliff towards the Dream Inn, towards the finish line, was just so brutal. I did it. I finished Santa Cruz. I wouldn't say I'm happy, but I'm extremely content with how things played out, how I was able to race at the beginning of this race, execute the bike within my own limits and to do the run safely, it just shows how much work I've put in, not just to the sport of triathlon, but to making myself healthy and making myself, you know, able to get out there and do something still at the top of the game.
Brutal run? Yeah. Feel okay though? Like, feet-wise, didn't do any damage? We'll see. All right, well, Miguel crossed the finish line in like 4:05 or something. No one will ever know because his tracker didn't work.
Considered myself a major underdog coming into this race, and I wasn't sure how things would play out. Could have DNF'd, could have just not even attempted the run.
Excuse me. We're back at the hotel, which is right above the finish line. Thank God. The comeback has officially begun, which I'm pretty psyched about. Cannot be more stoked about the Dream In situation.
Thankful for everyone who has supported me through these kind of like tough times. Incredible to show up to these races and having people, you know, wish me luck, ask me how I'm doing, asking me how my feet are doing.
I'm frozen. Went to the end of the pier and back without a wetsuit. And for me, that's practically suicide, so a little bit of cold, hot therapy.
Everybody's gonna think he's our dog. I'm very proud of you, and even though I wasn't able to track you, ridiculous on Ironman's part, you did amazing.
Aww.
Okay, so we're driving up the coast home, and the only real reason why we took the long scenic route is if you know anything about grocery outlet, is they're all different. So there's a different selection here than the one at home. Highly intriguing for a grocery outlet connoisseur like myself and Jenna. So we're about to go do some work at the outlet. I don't know if I really need anything, but where else would you get an eye massager? It's like a completely different store than the one we have at home. Maybe we should check out the produce. The only thing I've put in my cart so far is bananas. Ooh, definitely getting some potatoes. Gigantic bag of carrots. Yes, please. I've been on a tortellini and ravioli kick lately, so. Coffee. Organic beer. Might as well. All right, I should get out of here before I get way too carried away.
Save $75.
Thank you. All right. I don't know if you all heard that, but we saved $75 today. It's a good way to finish up our time down south. Time to go home.